Hi everybody, welcome to this week's question and answer video. It's Monday. My name is David. This is tomorrow's coaching, and I'm answering your guys' questions from the last week's question and answer video. It's pretty good, huh? I hope everybody had a good weekend. There's lots of questions. If I ever miss anyone's questions, please let me know. I don't do it on purpose. Just tell me. If I misunderstand them or something, ask me again, please. Oh, I didn't get ready here. Sorry. All I ask you guys, if you can, please tell us your locations. Locations. I think I could say that every 5 seconds, and most of you still won't give me your locations. So locations. Tell us where you are. Not your address. You don't have to give excuses why you won't do it. If you're not going to do it, if you're not going to just say planet freaking Earth, okay, don't participate. Ask your question anyway. If you could, please support a petition that I started, Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. I know it doesn't affect you. I'm asking you to do it because young people are killing themselves. This is the #1 cause. Do you care about that? Tell me why you don't care. I'd be interested in to know why you won't sign it, why you refuse to. Because most of you refuse to sign it. Okay, here we go. All right, first question from South Africa, Emily from South Africa. Hi, Emily. We begin to heal when we don't see our trauma as our identity. Very well said. I like that a lot. Should be a meme. Rose from the United Kingdom. Hello, Rose. Yes. And that's confusing. I don't know what you're saying. Yes, that's confusing too. Constantly you will hear that they have plans to get with you and then discard you. And I know that happens, but he knows less about his condition than me. And it looks to me as if they have to pretend to have any form of relationship at all. And at first they feel good about it. This time it will work, but never does. Nope, never will. Biggest problem with personality disorder, especially cluster B, can't form and maintain any kind of functioning, healthy relationship. It's important. It's the most important thing to all of us. So people that can't do it will even pretend or fake or lie. Olena, you are, without telling everybody, I'll try to be vague for you. Western Hemisphere, North America. Olena from North America. Hi, David. Thank you for the great video. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, please make a video about cluster A. I made 3. All 3 disorders in the cluster A. Schizotypal, schizoid, and paranoid. I also watched your video about cluster C. You mean my 3 videos about the cluster C. I didn't make one C video and one A. It's also informative. Knowledge is power. It is. Thank you for telling me earlier. Please keep doing great work. And yes, you answered my question about codependency. Thank you. Good. Thanks for telling me, Elena. I really appreciate when you guys let me know if I answered your question. Or any feedback you have. And keep the question going. You know, this stuff's complex. I may not be able to answer your question in one single answer. There may be layers to it. Keep it coming. Jay from Minnesota. Hello, Jay. Your responses continue to blow my mind. Thank you for sharing information about scoping out a skilled therapist, also for sharing about art and handwriting. You're welcome. Thank you for telling me. I found a letter my psychopathic father, or so I'm fairly certain, wrote to me in big block letters. I had ChatGPT analyze it, and it was shockingly accurate. Yeah, ChatGPT can be pretty good at analyzing emails, stuff like that. He's now in his 70s, and his cognitive skills are continuing to decline. Interesting correlation is he mentioned he started to notice it at age 40 or so. Oh, because I said that? Yeah, that is definitely a landmark for severe mental illness, 40s. He started losing his keys and didn't remember things he did 10 minutes prior. He could have been manipulating me, but never know with him. But certainly possible it started then too. I'm not sure he knows what he is. Well, if he's a psychopath, he knows. Yep. Narcissist, psychopaths, they all know. They have an idea. They know they don't have empathy, and that we do, and they fake it and all that. Yep. And yeah, all of them. Yep. They know early too. Oh, please make a cluster A video. I'm going to find this cluster C video referenced. Three cluster C videos, 3 cluster A videos, 6 altogether. Thank you. Rel Rodriguez, the Healing Family from California. Hello, David. Thank you for another awesome video or awesome Q&A. Hello, you're welcome. Best online coach here. I don't don't know, but thank you. You definitely have a fan, huh? I remember another weird thing. You should see how I actually coach. It's amazing. Way better than this. I remember another weird thing ex-fiance would do is watch videos of humans, animals being tortured. I would tell him he was weird and to stop watching these videos. He would say, it helps me desensitize for when something awful arises. I'm ready and it won't affect me as much. Weird. Can you explain why you think he would watch these videos and why he would say he would watch them? Your thoughts and opinions are the best. Thank you, David. Thank you. A lot of people reading this would be like, oh, he's a sociopath, right? But you've told me enough about him. He's not. I know he's not a psychopath. He's not a sociopath. He doesn't have antisocial. He's got some empathy. He's very. So he's being genuine. He's literally desensitizing himself because he can't handle the world. It's too much. It's too intense. It's too emotional. I can't handle it. It's too mean. It's too dark. It's too bad. And I can't handle it. And if I watch these videos and I stop caring about animals and shut down my empathy and compassion, then I can make it. I can be stronger. He might be genuine, but who knows? Does that make sense? If it's true, it might make some sense. It should feel kind of right. What do you think? Let me know. Thanks. B from the Netherlands. I almost have the full alphabet today. Thank you for that, David. To answer your question, I think subconsciously I keep waiting for my BPD-X to change, and I'm trying to avoid having to grieve. Well, they're your ex. So what do you mean? I don't remember, I think is the problem. I think you're still in contact, it must be, with them. Part of me feels guilty and doesn't want to abandon him, even though his behavior is unhealthy. Why is it abandonment? You're already broken up and you won't leave him alone. Leave him alone. That's not abandonment. You have no responsibility over him, his well-being. You're not his parent. You're not abandoning him. The relationship's over. And with BPD, that just doesn't always work, I guess. What does it? I try to look at the person, not the behavior. You try to not look at people's behaviors. Why would you do that? You want to look at the person. Best way to get a look at the person is look at behaviors, right? That's what they're literally showing us right in front of us. They hit people, then they're mean and cruel and physically violent, right? Or we're just going to ignore that and say, no, they're sweet inside. We only do that because we want something from that person and can't just accept it's not working out. Goodbye. It's like we keep lying to ourselves and trying to make it work. Codependency. I think subconsciously I'm still trying to save him, or at least keep the door slightly open so that I can support him when he does come around and wants to become healthy mentally. Did he say he wants to be? Or is that you that want him to be? Try to think of this as we're just all different and there's no wrong or right. You call it healthy mentally, he calls it something else, we call it something else. It doesn't matter. You want him to be this way, he doesn't. That's very controlling of you. Very controlling. It's you not accepting reality and trying to control it instead to suit you. Something's too scary for you to accept. To be on your own, by yourself, care for yourself. You're trying to avoid being abandoned as well. There we go. Fear of abandonment. We have abandonment issues. So that makes me codependent. No, that's a codependent behavior. It's not a label. Really struggling to see my own patterns here, but I'm trying. Why don't we get some help? Are you against talking to someone? Having a conversation with someone that's a professional, knows what they're doing, knows how to help you? Helps you understand? If you're open to that, let me know. Side note, I also learned so much from other stories, and big shout out to all those going through. You'll learn so much more, B, from the Netherlands. So much more with a mental health professional that knows how to help you and has done this many times before. I've helped hundreds with this. I can figure out where you are right away. You tell me what you want and we'll get it. That's simple. It's only you that stops yourself. Your fears. You have lots of fears, B. You're so scared. What are you so scared of? Yourself? Being alone? What's so bad about you? Your emotions, what your body does, how it feels. Can't make it feel better. We learn. or you can try to depend on the rest of the world, but it won't work. And we will always abandon someone like that. Even if we don't, it'll come across that way. Okay, B? And all of this is fixable. Why don't you just get some help and feel better? Not be like this anymore. Not keep toxic ass people in your life that you can't control, but you're trying to. Mercedes from Maine here. Hello, Mercedes. I have a question for you that I've been dying to ask and get off my chest. Uh-oh. Make me nervous. I apologize for it being a bit lengthy. Where do borderlines get their sense of entitlement from? The same place everyone gets it from. Not just the borderline entitlement store. Just the entitlement store. My stepdaughter has been arrested a couple of times in the past few years for property destruction, public intoxication, breaking and entering, and assaulting a police officer. Your daughter, your stepdaughter, in just the past few years, has been arrested for all those things. Holy shit. Through her self-proclaimed recovery, she has tried to emotionally manipulate my husband multiple times. Trying to manipulate my husband multiple times regarding the debts she owes for legal fees, ambulance, transport, car repairs, and a down payment for a new house that she and her husband qualified for through a low-income housing project. By basically skirting the system through all of this, she has not offered to work more than on call despite all the debt she complains about and her having the ability to work more hours to help pay down her debts. I find the sense of entitlement infuriating. How can someone be so self-important to think they should not have to exert themselves to pay for the consequences of their destructive actions and assume that others should? On a positive note, my husband has been doing better with identifying her manipulations and shutting them down. Good. So it was a mixture of your husband and her mother that did this to her. Both. Dad and mom did this. It's in childhood. Here, here's my answer. Hi, Mercedes. The same way other humans are entitled is how BPDs are entitled. Not being held accountable in childhood. This is a product of never connecting with other people. No healthy forming boundaries, attachments, or emotional connection. She never has. Her parents, her father, your husband, and her mother, his ex-wife, never emotionally connected with her. Never once. And she never will. Doesn't want to, doesn't value it, doesn't need it, doesn't try. So this lack of connection, also a lack of compassion and empathy, builds this tool even more. Not seeing others as equals, but rather less than. She ties this with her ego as a defense mechanism. Until they learn how their behaviors affect others and gains real empathy, entitlement is not about spoiled. It's about emotional survival. They believe they must demand what they want. She needs to be literally leveled emotionally. Taken out, boom, screw you, you have nothing. Start from the bottom, all by yourself on your own. Stop doing things for her, period. She's an adult. Stop doing things for her. Dad needs to stop doing things for her. Start toughening up and making her accountable for every single thing she does. Until she learns empathy and learns and understands what her behaviors are doing and how it affects other people and starts connecting with them, this will continue to get worse. And I'm imagining she's pretty young. This is her last chance to even try. If she's not going to get help, she's not going to get better at all. It'll just get worse, okay? Does that help? That's where her entitlement came from. Her parents. Her parents didn't teach her accountability, responsibility, didn't emotionally connect with her and help her understand how her behaviors have repercussions and how it affects other people. Empathy. Didn't give it to her. Dad failed her. Mom failed her. Hi, David J. from South Carolina. Thank you so much for your in-depth videos. Hi, Jay. Could my female boss I had in the past that I had talked about, could she have been a psychopath and not just a BPD or MPD? Sure. I don't know. Just on memory, I don't remember anything that would eliminate that. But this is too hard to tell. We don't diagnose people, and it would definitely take way more than this to know. So I could never give you a genuine opinion. If I gave opinions like this and said, oh yeah, definitely a psychopath, you guys think I'm an idiot. I would be. but I'll read this. With my ongoing rumination of all the chaos she caused and all of the familiarity she made between coworkers and constant boundary crossing, I'm beginning to think that she is a psychopath. Always trying to hypersexualize herself and others, numerous illicit affairs within our store and company. No one was off limits. Drug abuse, triangulation, love bomb. Yeah, think of the most exploitative person you could ever imagine, and she will not have a single thing to do with anyone unless she can exploit you, want something from you. And there's always this like double life component. I'm so great, total piece of crap. I'm a pillar of the community, abuse everyone at home, or vice versa, things like this. Those are some of the biggest points that I've noticed in psychopathy. Then you have the absolute cold, dead stare, no empathy right in their eyes. You know, yeah, there's other things you can look up the criteria. But if you had some more questions about this specifically, please ask me, Jay. If there's some way I can help you. I know a lot about psychopathy, but I know enough to know that you can't just, I can't just, you say could she? Sure, why not? I don't remember things you've told me. Sometimes there's something somebody tells me and I go, oh no, that's not a psychopath, because they would never do that. There are some things that like that. You know, like cry and feel all guilty and then change their behaviors. No. You tell me that they did that, then no, they're not a psychopath. But if you want to ask more questions about it, please do. Ross, Ross from Connecticut. Hi, Ross. My girlfriend walked out after a nice dinner when I wanted to talk about our relationship future engagement. Do not engage. Do not ask to marry her. Get rid of that ring and do not be engaged with her. Screw this person. You've told me this over and over every week now. I feel she hasn't recovered from her toxic ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. Too bad. Get rid of her, Ross. I mean it. I never do this. I never say this. I'm telling you, get rid of her. This person is disgustingly nasty and abusive. And as soon as we get close, she runs away. Thoughts and advice would be greatly appreciated. This isn't just someone that's just sensitive. She doesn't give a living shit about you, Ross. Nothing. Prove it. Make her prove it. I'm saying it. You prove it, sweetheart. Show that you give a shit about Ross, because your girlfriend walks out after a nice dinner, walks out of the restaurant after a nice dinner because you want to talk about your relationship and you love her. Get rid of her, Ross. Get rid of her. This isn't something we change, fix, help. Is she dismissive, avoidant? That is so down here. That is so down here. Dismissive, avoidant, attachment styles. She has to have avoidant personality disorder or another personality disorder and overlapping traits with avoidant. I promise you. This is not PTSD. This is not anxiety. This is not shy. This is not anything else except personality disorder. And she's ruining you, Ross. Ruining you. Come hire me for 1 hour and I'll tell you everything you want to see. I'll show you everything clear. I'll show you what your relationship is. I'll show you how she doesn't meet your values. I'll show you how she never meets your needs ever. I'll show you how she doesn't care who you are, doesn't love herself, doesn't love you, can't commit, she's scared to death of intimacy, and all of this is control, not love, control. She doesn't care who you are, doesn't want to know who you are, Ross. I bet she never talks about you. I bet she seems so narcissistic. I can't stand avoidance like this. They will ruin you, absolutely ruin you, and then blame you. She wants nothing to do with you. She wants you to be right here, and don't talk about yourself, don't say anything, just be there for me, shut up, get too close, I push you away because I don't care about you. The things she does are the number one things we do to somebody that we don't care about. These are the biggest signs I don't care about you. I will walk away from you. I don't care how you feel. I will leave you. I'll let you feel like you're doubtful and guessing and it's your problem and it's all of it. I don't care. Leave her, Ross. Does that help? She's sick. She's manipulative. She's controlling, and I don't care. I don't care how this comes across. This is like the third time you've asked me about this person that you're now getting engaged with. That makes no sense. None. Don't commit to that. There's no commitment on her part. There's no reciprocation. There's nothing. Nothing. She's just sucking you dry. You're dying inside. Literally, she's killing you. She's actually causing you cancer. I bet you can go get your cancer rates tested and they all get higher and higher every year with her. That's the number one way to die from cancer. Number one. It's more than smoking cigarettes. Ross, you'd be better off leaving her and smoking a pack a day. Quick, how do you do private paid 1 hour, 30 minutes? If you want consultations, you can find me at daviddemars.com. If that's not working, you can just email me directly at 1daviddemars, Gmail. 1daviddemars at gmail.com. Thank you. And I don't know if I'm saying your name right. KJERSTI. I think the J's silent. I'm going to say Kirsty. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Or Kirsty. From Minnesota. I left my borderline boyfriend for a good few weeks ago. I keep checking his Twitter though, not to ruin us, but out of hope that his anger will go away and I will feel more safe. That won't help. That'll make it worse, Kirsty. Okay? He's made some really scary comments to me, and I'm beginning to feel like my physical safety may be at risk. So you left a really long message about this, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to touch on every point you're saying. He was your borderline boyfriend. You were in Minnesota, and he's all the way in Norway. I don't know if you guys even saw each other one time. You ever met in person? You got rid of him a few weeks ago, but you're still checking his email because he's scaring you. He messages you. He tells you he hopes that you get graped without the G and unalived. So he's threatening that he wants to do things to you. I tried to get a restraining order on him, but the cops said that Norwegian police don't really work with American police. Screw the police. The police aren't going to help you with stuff like that. Get an attorney. Not a lawyer. Get an attorney. Hire an attorney if you really want to, and they will push these kinds of things. The police will not. They suck. They don't give a shit about these kinds of domestic stuff, especially someone in another country. They're going to do nothing. Norway will do nothing about him. Norway is a P country, a big V. They will do nothing. They allow this stuff to go on. They don't care. They said I could still try, but it likely wouldn't do anything. Don't even try. It won't do anything. Get an attorney. Attorneys are lawmen, and they make things like this happen. They urge you to go non-contact. Yes, that means don't look. Stop looking. Stop looking. Stop looking. It does nothing for you. It doesn't help you. It makes you feel worse. It makes you feel more scared. It makes you feel less powerful. But if you continue to make new Twitter accounts to rage in the DMs, okay, so get rid of your Twitter account. You know, all of this comes down to you have a Twitter account he harasses you on. Get rid of it. I've never used Twitter in my life, so I know you don't need to. His new accounts, he talks about 9/11 and wishes that, thought it was great for Americans to die. And yes, you're right. It's because he's mad at you and you're American. He even made a few posts deleting them about how he was going to do something that will land him on the news. He's thought about, or you've thought about getting a gun. Get one. It's great. It's empowering and feels better anyway. But you won't need one for this guy. What do you do in case he decides to come to the States? Do you know how hard it is? If you look that up, it's not easy for him to come here. You don't know what to do. It used to hurt you and spent time grieving over his soul. You're Christian. You thought he was too. What made you think he was Christian? You realized his fruit was bad and he did not truly know God, and then you gave some Bible verses. What's the best course of action? Will he calm down? You try to get him to pray. Stop trying to get people to be like you. Stop it. God, I don't care if it works for you. Neat, good. What if something works better for someone else, so they try to get you to not be Christian? What if Islam says, no, this works better. You got to do this. Do it this way. I'm a Muslim. American police cannot do anything, and even sent a tip to the Norwegian police, and they haven't seemed to do anything. What do you want them to do? Honestly, what can they do? Arrest him? Hold them there. So it's good that you've tried, and don't give up. Okay, if you want, get an attorney to do these things for you, though. You're not going to get anywhere on your own. So it's very difficult to get to this country for people in Norway. It's not easy. Does he have money? Does he have resources? What is he going to do when he gets here? Can he get a gun? No, he can't. How is he going to hurt you? I want you to take a piece of paper tonight, and I want you to write down exactly what you're afraid of him doing. Be as detail oriented as you can. Don't be vague. Don't say he's going to hurt me. No, how is he going to hurt you? What's he going to do? How is he going to do it? What's he going to use? Describe the whole entire thing. And then look at it and read it and realize it's not reasonable. It's not reasonable that a man on the other side of the world who's total idiot, total loser, mentally ill, powerless, makes empty threats. The threats are because he has no control of you. This is a sign that he's not in control of you, that he believes he cannot do anything to you. He believes he cannot control you in any way. So he's doing this. He's trying to control you emotionally and scare you. Stop looking. Shut down your Twitter account. Don't have anybody else tell you, and just be done with it. Get help. Go to a therapist. Heal from this relationship, because you have a ton you need to learn from. A lot. For you to be with someone like this on the other side of the world, so scared, and giving him Bible scriptures thinking he's religious. I mean, the whole thing's a mess. You need to learn from this and grow, or you will repeat this worse and worse. I'm guessing you're young. It gets worse. It gets worse and worse until you get better. Please hire someone, Kirsty, and just talk to them. That's it. I'm not saying anything's wrong with you. It's just you got to learn from this, and I can tell you haven't. And I can tell you definitely haven't healed from it. So why don't you just hire a professional instead of the lawyer and all that? Just hire a professional, talk to them, heal from them, learn from them, grow from them, and you will be done with this, I promise. This won't bother you anymore. And get rid of that Twitter account. Jesus Christ, all of it, all social media. Just be gone. He's obsessed is all it is. And the more he sees you, the worse it is. The more you contact him and reply, the worse it is. Let him think you're dead. Get rid of all your social media. Tell everyone that knows him. Don't tell him anything about me. Don't reply to it. Nothing. Just be gone, dead, out of sight, out of mind, for as long as you can take it. Okay? He'll move on to someone else. He'll take his own life. He'll go to jail, but he's not going to fly over here and hurt you. I'm sure. He would have already done it. He's less likely to do it as time goes on if you leave him alone. Jordy. Don't know where you're from. Leave us your locations. Yeah. Another great video. Thanks, David. Thank you. Also, props to Rose for leaving a toxic marriage. Yay, Rose. My mom left my NPD father about 2 decades ago and has never looked back. He got into a brand new relationship immediately and is, of course, still desperately unhappy. David, I also love to mention that I especially resonated with you saying that the kind of severe stress these types of relationships bring can kill you or greatly reduce your lifespan. Hearing this reiterated a big wake-up call to continue to stay away. I'll take it further. You said it can kill you. It does kill you. It will kill you. It's the biggest killer. It's real simple, guys, and I know it sounds dramatic, but it's just clear that anyone who doesn't believe this or understand it, they're not understanding what's happening. You're not understanding your relationships and how damaging they are. Relationships are the most important thing in our lives. Loss of someone or a relationship is the worst experience of our life. The best we can ever feel is comfort, not happiness. Comfort. We're creatures of comfort. We want comfort. The biggest source of comfort are relationships. The biggest source of stress are relationships. That's how important they are to us. The number one killer for human beings is disease. The number one cause of disease is emotional stress. That's simple. What we're going through. There's reasons why you have one of your breasts missing. There's reasons why you've had tons of your colon removed. There's reasons why you've had cancer, people. There's reasons why you feel sick, like you're dying. You are. They're killing you. It's evil. They don't care. Okay? I know it's dramatic, but it's just absolutely true. Oh, you love to hear me discuss the sympathetic nervous system damage these relationships can cause in more detail. Yeah, sure. Um, so we have an autonomic nervous system made of two different nervous systems: the sympathetic, the parasympathetic. Sympathetic is our stress chemicals like cortisol, adrenaline, and several others. These are to help us fight danger, eliminate stress, and we do it immediately. We don't wait, we don't talk about it, we don't bargain, we don't go to bed, we don't just eat on it, we don't smoke cigarettes, we don't do drugs, we don't drink, we don't stay with them, we don't hang out, we eliminate it. If it's them, we get rid of them. If it's a behavior, we stop the behavior or we run. We fight or flight. We fight the danger or we run. But the point is that we do something immediately about it, so that stress, no matter how bad it is, no matter how traumatizing it is, it's short. Boom. Just like children can handle trauma, guys. It's not because you had childhood trauma that you have all these problems. It's because you had childhood trauma with neglectful parents. Children can handle trauma. They can handle their dog dying, their mom dying. They can handle the house being burnt down because they might have loving family there to help them. They're okay. It's short, it's sudden, and then they're soothed. So that's what our nervous system does, and parents teach them this. We get stress chemicals, we eliminate the stress, and we have feel-good chemicals. That's your parasympathetic. These are your dose chemicals. These are your DOSE, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. These come over, wash the stress chemicals away, make us feel comfortable again. This has to happen immediately. Sympathetic stress, eliminate the stress right away in seconds. Stress chemicals stop, and then the dose chemicals come and make us relax, feel good again. The reason that we don't fight or flight is because our parents didn't do that for us. They caused stress and they made it stress and they didn't make us feel better and they caused more stress and then they neglected us and then they blamed us and then they caused stress. Do you see that? And it went on for our whole childhood. So we have an abundance of stress chemicals all the time. That's the sympathetic nervous system not working right. It's because we're not protecting ourselves. Makes sense, doesn't it? And these stress chemicals make everything work really well. It makes our eyesight better, makes us hear better, think better, feel better, remember better, attention span, smell better, taste better, everything. It's making our body work overtime to be more alert and to eliminate stress and protect ourselves. Makes sense, right? During dangerous moments. Over time, which is what we had over time, this makes everything fail. Our eyesight, our memory, our attention span, our focus, our hearing, our smell, our taste, our speed, our muscles, our energy, everything. And that's why you feel like you do now. And that's why instead of fight and get rid of the stress or leave it, instead we freeze and we stay in it. We fawn and we put up with it because that's what we did. We were conditioned by our parents to do that. If you have more questions, please ask. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it, guys. Please share your experiences, ask questions, love yourself first. Have a beautiful week, guys. Bye-bye.